Hello everybody, welcome back to Dominions 5. I've just loaded up the latest turn in our Tianchi game. Let's see what happened. So Great Hawks targeted our Shaman. Unfortunately this time, even though we put him in some PD, it wasn't enough. That's okay. Found a magic site. Mudfield. Nice, that's Earth. Oh, we forgot to patrol out the spies. We'll have to remember to do that. Okay, we cleared out some Black Hawks. We coalesced our raiding force together. Raided something else. We got magic phased again. Yeah, I was afraid of this, so let's look at this. So he did patrol out with all of his guys, and we were very ineffective. But he patrolled with 12 mages, so... Few astral gems here. Some air gems, fire gem. Alright, anti-magic, arrow fin. Flaming arrows, yeah. And then also just an astral communion. Yep. That's what 12 magisters will do for you. Alright, so we did nothing here. We killed 2 knights, lost 10 sacreds, and a bunch of mages, so that was a complete failure. But to be fair, he hadn't shown like a willingness to patrol and to defend his stuff. So I figured might as well take the chance, but now he felt comfortable. With 12 Magisters Arcane. Okay, unexpected. Oh, we got an adventurer. Take a look at him. Just a commander. Okay. Today is the big day. This is the big turn that we've all been waiting for. And it is time to script this battle. So, let's do it. Can you make it? No. Can you make it? Oh, that's what I should have made. I should have made some, nature movement boots. Okay, well, in that case, I guess we'll just put you... No, the cavalry are slower than the mage. Fine. Let's see. The cavalry can make it if I'm correct. Yep. At least one of these mages made it out. Although he'll probably die to PD next turn. But we'll see. Maybe he makes it. I think that this is a waste of air gems. Let's see, Valador. So, 10 air gems to kill a shaman, I don't think is worth it. Oh, let's actually check where we have increased. So, Valrest over here. Honestly, the unrest isn't super high. Edirol over here, interesting. And Jome over here. I guess our it's not increasing the unrest that much. So, yeah, like, so he's doing a lot of cast, summon Call of the Wilds. 10 air gems gives you a bunch of Blackhawks. Now, they can be useful for sieging forts down if you accumulate a bunch of them, sure, but I don't think it's worth all these air gems that he's spending. Now, if he were to catch like 2 of these guys, maybe, you know, there are, and speaking of which, let's make sure they're in the middle here. Surrounded by PD, and that's actually not a terrible defense against that script. So I guess we'll just clear them out with these guys. Let me just do the recruitment micro real quick. Okay, time to script. And we got our profit. All right, so basically everybody's gonna come out and play. This is a kind of make or break battle for me this turn, which is scary because there's a lot of Magister's Arcane. But that's life. What do you want? All right. So these are my 2 generals. Let's just briefly, just so I know what we're dealing with. This is my army. Reasonable, I would say. A respectable army. We're going to break siege. I don't think I need to bring these guys in. Maybe we do, honestly. Why not? This is an important enough battle that I think we bring everything. Oh, these guys. Actually, you know what we should do? We should do this and this. So that we cut off all his retreat routes. Now, he could, of course, retake some of this. He could move off, but like he stayed here for 3 turns. I think he thinks he's going to win this battle, and he might, right? But I think we can do better. Okay. Now, there's a chance that he magic phases here and clears this, which could interfere with the movement of these guys. So I don't want to risk, like I don't want to put special magic gems on these guys to, or magic gear on these guys. So what we are going to do is we're going to script these guys sort of independently. Well, you can... Here, I'll give you an Astral Pearl. So one set of spells is going to be Magic Duel. And if you succeed in your Magic Duel and don't die, then you can join a Communion. Let's save that because we might use it later. Now, everybody else the main spell we're going to be casting is going to be Frozen Heart, which is great. The precision is 100, so we don't even need, those that have air cross paths or major cross paths don't really need to buff precision. Do I need to buff something defensive, though. We're going to be fighting against Thunder Strikes. Potentially... yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have... Let's create a script that does this. I'll save this as number 7. Now, if all you have is water, I don't think any of this is super relevant. Not even liquid body. I think this is just what we do. I'll place them later. I'm just going to get all the spells done in the first instance. Okay, let's now look at all of these guys. So let's set the just the regular water ones on Frozen Heart. Oh, actually, the nature ones are going to do Swarm. Let's not forget that. Oh, you're not going to do... You're not going to go into battle with that. Or maybe we don't do Swarm. Maybe we just spam out Frozen Heart and do a few Creeping Dooms. That might be more effective. Okay, let's have... you be a communion slave. Copy that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might undo some of these. It's just so I know how many I have. So this is an 8 slave communion already. Now, actually, I'm supposed to put some of these on some of the air guys. So actually, let's go back and take a look at over here. You were going to be a slave, and you were going to be a communion lackey. And I need 2 more volunteers, which I'll get in a moment. Now let's have all of the shaman do magic duel. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Magic Duel, by the way, used to have area effect 1, so you could kill many mages with it at once. Now it's only 1 person. Okay. What other kinds of mages do we have? We have 1 air dude and another air dude down here. Yeah. Okay, these are the air dudes. They have very important jobs. So they're going to be Magic Boost 2 right at the beginning, because we're going to have a communion of 4. Which means they could do turn 1 a bunch of things. I think a key spell... Oh, you know what? Oh. No, I don't. Oh, that was... No, no, no. I thought I misplayed that, but actually it was not possible. But we should grab Evocation 6 for Wailing Winds if we're doing this kind of communion. It's not quite enough to do it this turn. Like, I won't have the research for it this turn. Let's do it. I mean, let's queue it up. It wouldn't have mattered. Even if I'd queued up Evocation, we wouldn't have gotten it this turn. But still, just looking at those passes. Because with the communion, we'd be totally able to cast this. Okay. Turn 1, Arrow Fend with an Air Gem. You perhaps turn 1, Power of the Spheres. Turn 2, Fog Warriors. Okay. That is the key stuff. Now I was thinking about doing Storm. Because he was going to do Mass Flight. And I didn't want to, but the truth is, I think my actual army is stronger than his. Like my Sacred. So I kind of want him to come to me so that we fight. However, I'm going to be really spread out. Maybe we do it. We'll think about that for a second. Okay, those were like the absolute key things. Now, we also wanted to do Rigor Mortis and Relief. So you are doing... Now, we don't necessarily need to do this on turn 1. So we can definitely do some buffing spells on this guy. Such as... I could give him Soul Vortex. Just that would be pretty good. Oh, I didn't even think about this. Oh, damn. I need to do Darkness. Oh, that's gonna... I can't... This guy's not gonna have enough fatigue to do both that and Rigor Mortis. Darkness. All my guys have Spirit Sight. Yeah, I should have thought about that. Okay, well, Soul Vortex, Rigor Mortis, and then he'll be passed out anyway, so it doesn't really matter what else you do. In fact, we'll give you extra gems, so you cast it no matter what. Now, we just have to place him in a logical place so that Soul Vortex kills the right people. Okay. You are going to do Mass Protection. And if you wake up, Creeping Doom. You know, it makes more sense to do Creeping Doom first. The problem is they're both 100 fatigue, and this is an old dude who doesn't have a lot of reinvig. I can give him a sword. Mass protection's too important. We gotta make sure he casts it. Okay. You were going to be the guy. Wait, are we going to do this with Nature 1? This seems unlikely. If we get a magic boost 3 communion with 8, that'll get... Yeah, we could do it. Okay, I guess that was the plan. So your plan, therefore, is... Sorry, got a baby waking up. Your plan is Communion Master, also Power of the Spheres, Relief. This tells us that we should be doing Rigor Mortis on turn 3. Okay, the rest should be self-buffs for the Communion, which is going to be Personal Luck, and now we have Fog Warriors. We have Aerofend. Flight. As I chew on a granola bar here, let me think about this. Okay, with a mouthful of food. He's doing Earthquake on turn 3. Okay. Now these guys, one of them is just going to do anti-magic. Then you're going to do summon Earth Power, and I guess he'll be passed out by now, so it doesn't really matter what we script here. You are an Earth dude, so let's come back to you in just a moment. Or let's do the Earth fellows now. So there's two scripts here. One of them is Summon Earth Power, Strength of Giants, Legions of Steel, and then Stuff. The other one is Lightning Resistance. I think we only do 2 of these. And I don't think it really matters who. The others do Summon Earth Power, Lightning Resistance. Which is also what these guys are going to do. I think that is most of it, but we're missing a few things. And let's start kind of placing things. Oh yeah, like the Prophet. Divine Blessing. And for whatever reason, in case he gets interrupted, we'll cast it again, and then just, I don't know, cast spells. Alright. Let's place our key mages. And we're going to have, like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have, like, a couple of different zones. So I'm going to make, like, one zone up here in the back left, one maybe in the middle, and one in the back right. Where we're going to loosely spread our guys. I'm going to put these little mages up front just for now. Okay, so we have one Earth dude here. Let's have another Earth dude. You know what? This script should actually repeat. Like that. And let me find the other guy over here. Put you there. Okay. Prophet. Okay, the communion slaves are gonna go like randomly up and down here. And same thing with the magic duelers. Frozen Heart dude up front. Because of the range. Frozen Heart has only a range of 25. Alright, you know, we're just gonna do this like this. You are a Frozen Heart dude. You're probably Communion. commander. Random communion. You're a kind of a key communion slave there. Magic duel. Oh, you should be perhaps here. Alright, you're a lightning resistance dude. Let's have one of you in each of these important mage squads. Same thing here. Probably a communion. You're Mr. Anti-Magic. That's pretty important. Let's have you in the middle. Okay, you're a key mage. We'll have you back in that spot. A key communion slave. Another very important mage. Oh, I've got 2 more cat mages, which I forgot to assign a specific role. So let's not forget to go back and take a look at that. Okay, this is another lightning resistance dude, so let's have you kind of in the center. Another cat mage. And the Nature 2 guys, which I forgot to assign. Okay, another lightning resistance guy. Let's have you more in, probably around here. And another lightning resistance dude around here. Okay, that's the spread for my mage, and the idea here is that any one Thunderstrike isn't going to obliterate like 5 key spellcasters in one shot. We hope. Could still happen, but we hope. Okay, so I noticed that there was a Nature Mage who's doing nothing. And he's definitely going to do Creeping Doom. If I can find him. Here you are. In fact, you'll try to do it twice. Okay, and you've got a job so you can go somewhere. Alright, then there are 2 extra cat mages. Let's see what their paths are. I think they're Astral 2s. Yeah. So right now I've only got 2 Communion Masters, so I think these guys definitely join the Communion. But what do they cast in the Communion? So let's have one here and one here. Communion Master. Alright, what are our options? We're not into Thaumaturgy. We can't do Soul Slay. Celestial Chastisement is an MA, is a Tianchi only spell. It selectively targets magic beings, and there's a chance for an enslave. This is good against magic beings. It can also be useful to target down elementals. So it's slightly better than opposition. Well, opposition just kills it outright, but elementals have different forms, so the million damage isn't really relevant. No, we're gonna do Battle Fortune. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do Communion Master, Battle Fortune. Somebody else in the Communion is already doing Power of the Sphere, so we don't have to do that right away. Anything else? Maybe we do like even Astral Healing on turn 2, turn 3. Okay, I like this. Battle Fortune. Now, turn 3 maybe is Earthquake. Flight would be just for this master, because we already have another master doing flight, but we can consider it. If not... Oh, you know what? I just realized you need to do, not relief, you need to do personal regeneration on the Communion. Okay, Communion Master, Battle Fortune. Let's do Astral Healing. No, let's do more. Let's do Shock Resistance. Then let's do Astral Healing. And finally... Oh, you know what? Somebody can do Fanaticism here instead of Astral Healing. I don't know what the next one would be, but this is good enough. So Battle Fortune is 1 pearl. This we need an air gem. He'll be high enough to do Fanaticism, I think. And then let's copy it, but here instead of Fanaticism, let's do Astral Healing. And I don't know. Yeah, sure, Astral Shield. I don't know, Doom. Not super relevant. Okay, I'll give you some gems. Air. Okay. So the last thing that I'm thinking of right now is we were talking about darkness. But I'm not sure how I cast it. No, this is how we do it. Yep, this is how we do it. Oh, let's not forget the 2 extra crystal hats. So let's go ahead and put it on these guys. Not hats, but slave thingies. Might as well give him the cornucopia because we made it, so we might as well use it. And we'll also have to distribute the fancy armor and the floating rings. This is how we do it. Okay, so you're buffing earth stuff, but we actually have a more important job for you to do. So actually, let's summon earth power. All right, what we're going to do, actually, because I really do need the lightning resistance, we'll actually do this. And then, hopefully, that's enough Reinvig for us to do Strength of Giants and Legions of Steel. And let's just tack this on. Okay, so you are doing Communion Master, Summon Earth Power. Great thing to have on a Communion. Power of the Spheres, because this death spell is gonna knock everybody out. Because 400 fatigue off path, we're gonna blow up all our Communion slaves. Darkness, and then something else for the Communion. I guess it'll be Temper Flesh. Or Soul Vortex, which is hilarious and amazing on Communion slaves. Of course, they're going to eat through all the guys surrounding them, but that's okay. We have guys we can assign for that specific purpose. Darkness is 4 gems, right? Yeah. Okay. Astral Pearl. All right. This fight is coming together. By the way, can these guys go somewhere and be useful? Not really. We can go here. Oh, I have some cat mages that made it to safety here. We'll think about forging and stuff in a minute. What was I just thinking of? Darkness? Oh, yes, I remember. We were going to assign people to the right place. Let me just give a few extra air gems. Okay. Infantry, you're not super useful. All right, I'm gonna pause the recording here. I'm gonna set up the rest of this formation with the fighters, and because it's gonna be a lot of clicking, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we finished. I think I finished the formation. I think we're done here with our script. You know, I might come back to this after I finish recording and, you know, when I remember that there was something really important that I forgot, but hopefully either I didn't forget anything really important or I'll remember to fix it if I did. So here's what we have done. Okay, first of all, this guy, he's coming in from the outside, and I just have his guys on, actually, no, he can go here. This is in case we run into something here. In case he runs out, just an attack rear script is always nice. But even in the big battle, this might be useful if he hasn't scripted things properly. Just an extra oomph of 15 heavy cav attacking rear is always nice. Now, what I've done with all of the pikemen is 2 by 2, I've assigned them to each Communion slave in the army. And that means that when my Communion hits, when this guy does Soul Vortex, all these guys are going to start churning out Soul Vortexes around them. And they are going to eat up these guys, and their hit points will be turned into fatigue for my Communion, which is desperately going to need it because we have a lot of off-path casting going on. And yeah, so that's happening. The rest of them, there's only a handful of pikemen left. I've put them in the far, far back. In case he has an attack rear with mass flight, then they'll be drawn towards this target. Next, I've split up my cavalry in a number of different groups. I've got some skirmish blobs around my, oh, this should be skirmish, around my central mage core and these mages here. So this is like the best compromise between, like if I do a box formation, it's just going to be really deadly with the thunder strikes, but skirmish means that I'll survive thunder strikes better. It's a little scarier for mass flight. Oh wait, am I not doing storm? Guys, did I decide I was going to do storm or I wasn't going to do storm? I think we're doing storm. Guys, let's do storm. Arrowfend. Storm. You were the guy who was gonna do darkness. Oh, you know what? Drain life would be great for the communion, though. You were the guy who was gonna do it. Hang on a minute. Where are my death buddies? Alright. Soul Vortex Rigor Mortis. Fine. Communion Master, Earth Power, Power of the Spheres, Darkness, Soul Vortex. Okay, let's do Soul Vortex right now, so it gets on the communion sooner rather than later. Now, what do we do after? I don't want this. Yeah, let's do Drain Life. That's good. I still like having this other guy drain the communion because it's nice to have Summon Earth Power on the communion, so I don't regret this choice. Okay, anyways, as I was saying, right. So if we're doing Storm, there's no mass flight. So the problem with Skirmish is that it leaves holes in your formation, and that leaves people vulnerable to attack from mass flight. However, since we're not doing that, then we can do the following. So I can have these guys way up in front, because these guys are on hold and attack, which means for archers like this, they're going to fire twice and then run in. Now, he's going to do arrow fend, so that's why we only want them to shoot twice. I mean, later in the fight, they tend to shoot a little bit, but I want these guys fighting them. Now, this, I still need a bit of protection for air elementals, so, but I don't need as much. So we're going to take some of these guys and bring them to the front. We just need, like, these guys are on hold and attack closest for air elemental duty. But that's all that's really needed back there. And then these guys in the front are just going to be on hold and attack. Then we have two lines. We have one line, again, of Sacred Cav in the front, hold and attack. We're just going to try to get as many kills with our composite bows on turn one. And then we have our Buffalo, who are just going to run in. These guys are on attack rear. That's pretty much it. That's the script. Hopefully we don't get absolutely murdered, and I think we're pretty much done with the turn. Let's look at recruitment. I think we need to do a few things. He might see this and suspect that there's a fort being built. So let's dump a bit of extra PD in there. Let's get more PD here. Let's recruit a mage somewhere. Like, I don't know, here. And let's not forget to assign my floaty rings to... and you see I signed some items all over the place. Oh, this was supposed to be elemental sword so that he wouldn't pass out. Too bad. I guess he's gonna pass out. That's okay. I gave the elemental swords to people who deserved it. Who's doing something important, but later on in the script, and who therefore might die to earthquake before he gets to the key spell? Like this here is a great example. And I think some of the cat mages. You'll be done. You. Maybe you. Sure. Okay, one last check. I've got a skull staff here. Can anybody use it? Won't be needed here. I mean, it could be used, but it's not necessary. Okay, good enough. So, what are we going to do with the rest of our stuff? We have 4 hammers, and I think we need to forge some skullmenters. Let's free up some of these, assign them. And this will be the last thing, I think, in the turn. So I'm very excited about next turn. This is a little nerve-wracking. I'm not super comfortable. So this plan that we've engineered is sort of like a make or break. Like, this is, if we get wrecked here, then we've kind of lost the game. And I don't like engineering a strategy that kind of focuses everything onto like one significant battle. But we kind of didn't have a choice. We didn't really have our key tech ready. Now, I think we have decent odds here. You know, I haven't tested this or anything. I mean, this is going to be an epic battle, guys. Yeah, let's see what happens. See you guys next time. Take care.